Level 1. The initiate. The door locks behind you. Metal on metal. Final. You don't know who actually turned the key. You only know the sound means something irreversible just happened. The room smells like smoke and wet wool. 40 men stand shoulder to shoulder. No one speaks. A television in the corner loops grainy footage of last weekend's away match. Slowed, zoomed, analyzed like battlefield tape. You were told to come alone. No phone, no questions. Your name isn't asked. Instead, someone asks who vouched for you. You answer immediately. The wrong pause would mean doubt. They already know. This is theater. Initiation is never about information. It's about posture. A man with a shaved head places a folded scarf on the table. Thick fabric, black and deep crimson stripes. The crest stitched slightly off-center. Intentional imperfection. Originals are never perfect. Membership costs more than money, he says. You nod even though no price has been mentioned. The first rule arrives quietly. You never ask what something costs. They tell you to stand. A lighter flicks. The fabric burns slowly in a metal tray. Acrid smoke climbs toward the flickering fluorescent light. You are told to place your palm over the flame, not in it, over it. You hesitate for less than half a second. Pain crawls through your skin. The room watches. Pain is the smallest price you will ever pay here. They hand you a clean scarf. Fresh threads, same imperfection. You are now visible. Level 1 means presence, not importance. You are a body, a number, a potential liability. You learn quickly that ultras don't operate like fans. Fans watch games, ultras shape them. You memorize chants like passwords. Specific phrasing matters. A misplaced word signals outsider status. Outsiders disappear quickly. You stand for 90 minutes every match. No sitting, no filming, no distractions. Always facing the pitch, never turning your back. Someone times your bathroom breaks. Someone notices when your voice fades before the final whistle. At 4 a.m. on Wednesdays, you distribute flyers across 3 districts. Meeting points change weekly. No digital trails. Ink stains your fingers. Glue stiffens your knuckles. Your boss at work asks why you're tired. You say insomnia. You stop posting online. You stop explaining where you go. You begin answering texts with fewer words. Membership doesn't demand loyalty at first. It demands silence. On your 3rd match day, police kettle your section for 93 minutes after full time. Rain cuts through your jacket. No one complains. Complaining signals weakness. Weakness invites distance. Distance becomes invisibility. And invisibility is the first step toward removal. You notice something strange. The group speaks rarely about football itself. They talk about territory, influence, numbers. How many traveled? How many held the line? How many ran? Running matters more than winning. Your first task outside chanting comes 2 months later. You carry 3 sealed envelopes between 2 bars, 12 streets apart. You are told not to open them. You don't. Inside one envelope is 3,200 pounds in small notes. Inside another is a printed seating map of an away stadium. Inside the third is a list of names with 2 crossed out. You never learn why. Level 1 teaches you obedience without context. Context is earned. And sometimes context is dangerous. When someone disappears, no one asks where they went. You learn the most important lesson early. Curiosity is expensive. Loyalty is cheaper. Level 2, the useful one. They stop checking if you show up. Now they expect it. Expectation is the first promotion. You are given access to signal groups with muted notifications. Message threads delete automatically every 12 hours. You screenshot nothing. A man named Luca tells you to bring cash, exactly 480 pounds, to a cafe with no signage. You don't ask why 480 pounds. Precision proves discipline. Inside the cafe, 4 men debate pyro placement diagrams like architects arguing over blueprints. Smoke bombs are mapped like military assets. Color gradients are timed to the 67th minute. Why the 67th minute? Because that's when television cameras linger longest on the south stand. Visibility is leverage. You start learning logistics. Tickets are not purchased, they are distributed. Entire rows appear occupied by people who never attend. Season ticket numbers rotate through shell accounts tied to construction companies that technically employ no staff. Money flows in circles. Circles hide origin. You begin delivering banners before sunrise, industrial vinyl heavier than expected. One banner costs £2,700 to produce. You are told it must never touch the ground. Fabric touching concrete signals disrespect. Disrespect invites consequence. On away days, you coordinate trains. 12 tickets bought individually instead of one group booking. Patterns attract attention. Attention invites surveillance. Surveillance creates leverage against the group. Your phone stays clean. No photos, no contacts saved under real names. One night, someone slides a ledger across the table. Pages filled with numbers, beer suppliers, security guards, bus companies, independent merch sellers, unofficial tax rates. Every operation has percentages. You begin collecting small envelopes at halftime, £10 here, £20 there. Coins are unacceptable. Coins are noise. Noise attracts eyes. Your reputation grows quietly. You are described as reliable. Reliable is the first compliment that matters. Then comes your first confrontation. An away fixture. Rival ultras breach the outer ring. Police lines collapse for 40 seconds. 40 seconds is enough. You don't throw the first punch. You hold the line, arms linked, shoulders pressed. Collective pressure. Violence here isn't chaotic. It is choreographed tension. Retreat signals weakness. Weakness spreads faster than blood. Later, someone hands you ice for your knuckles without asking how they were injured. No one says, "Thank you." Gratitude suggests imbalance. Balance must appear natural. At level 2, usefulness becomes currency. You are trusted with schedules, trusted with routes, trusted with small risks. You notice how information moves differently now. People speak openly near you. Names are mentioned without lowering voices. You are no longer invisible. Visibility brings scrutiny. Scrutiny builds pressure. Pressure shapes identity. You begin adjusting your speech outside the group, filtering instinctively, avoiding specifics. Your family notices you listen more than you speak. Listening becomes habit. Habits become personality. One night, Luca asks if you would travel 320 miles on 18 hours' notice. You say yes before he finishes the sentence. You stop considering alternative answers. That realization unsettles you for exactly 4 seconds. Then, the unease disappears. Adaptation is quiet. Level 3, the architect. You rarely enter stadiums now. You watch matches through encrypted feeds routed through private servers, registered offshore. Distance protects continuity. Continuity protects structure. Structure protects legacy. Your influence reaches beyond chance, beyond banners, beyond match days. You coordinate relationships between ultra groups across 3 countries. Alliances shift according to political climates, policing trends, and commercial pressures. You are invited to events where no scarves are visible. Tailored suits replace bomber jackets. No one mentions flares. Everyone understands their relevance. You oversee financial channels routing approximately £4.6 million annually through layered merchandise operations, licensing agreements, and fan experience consulting. Legitimacy shields power. Shielded power expands quietly. Your name appears nowhere. Absence becomes protection. You speak less now. Every sentence carries weight. You occasionally review footage of stands erupting in synchronized motion. 12,000 voices rising in perfect rhythm. Precision shaped by years of invisible calibration. You recognize patterns others see as chaos. Chaos is rarely accidental. At this level, loyalty becomes abstract. Individuals fade. Roles remain. You replace operators without sentiment. Sentiment clouds judgment. Judgment shapes survival. Survival protects the structure. The structure no longer feels like an organization. It feels like an organism, self-correcting, adaptive, resilient, independent of any single person, including you, especially you. You realize the paradox of ultimate authority. Nothing belongs to you. Everything depends on you. If you vanish, contingency plans activate within 48 hours. Leadership transitions quietly. You walk alone more often now. Crowds energize others. They exhaust you. Noise feels distant. Emotion feels theoretical. You calculate long-term positioning 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead. You influence which youth initiatives receive funding. Silence becomes the sharpest instrument. You rarely raise your voice. You rarely need to. One evening, you observe a recruitment meeting through discreet distance. A small room above a shuttered shop. 40 men stand shoulder to shoulder. A television loops match footage. A young recruit places his hand above flame. His jaw tightens. Half-second hesitation. He doesn't understand what the system will take from him. He thinks this is about football. The door locks behind him, metal on metal. Final. He will learn the rules slowly, silently, exactly as you did. The structure continues. It always does.